aligns to the alignment of Article 6 of the Paris Climate Agreement, and ensuring that the national determined contributions are met. A significant, of course, of the takeaways that we'll be looking at the Victoria Falls Declaration, which, of course, would be looking at issues of conservation of wetlands. Concerns that did come up during the deliberations that 35% of our wetlands do need reforestation. But to hear more on that, we'll be crossing over live to Victoria Falls, where we're joined by Yvonne and Bheki Themba. Over to you guys.
We are live from the Victoria Falls, the Elephant Hills here at the Mosi Otunya, the smoke that thunders for the 15th meeting of the Conference of the Contracting Parties to the Ramsar Convention on Wetlands. My name is Yvonne Mukandane, and today is the 31st of July.
It's a very good afternoon to you. My name is Bheki Themba Thornton, and welcome to another live update as far as COP15 2025 is concerned. And we are aimed protecting our wetlands for our common future. It's almost has been happening, starting with the official opening on the 24th.
Yes, the official opening on the 24th, which saw the President, Comrade Emmerson Mnangagwa, officially opening this very important day. And as we've been saying in the past few days, that this was a very huge thing in the history of this convention, because it was the first time that we saw a head of state and government officially opening such an event, which speaks to the seriousness of Zimbabwe when it comes to conservation issues, more so making this not only a conservation issue but a political issue. And what it becomes a political issue, it means it is at the top of government's agenda. So everything conservation is at the top of Zimbabwe's priorities. So you can be assured that here in Zimbabwe, our wetlands are surely protected.
And of course, what else makes it very monumental is the fact that this hasn't happened in Africa in over 20 years. That's right. After 20 years, it came and happened right here at the Victoria Falls, where Zimbabwe has been handed over the presidency. That's right. Zimbabwe takes over presidency of the convention from here on for the next term. And of course, it wasn't just a small event of a few countries. We had 172 countries and also about 2,400 delegates come out here and have conversations and discussions and make decisions as far as the future is concerned, where conservation matters.
And talking about conservation, yesterday we had an opportunity to visit some of the wetlands, and we went to Kasibo wetlands and we talked to the traditional leadership of Hwange. We had headmen, they're educating us, because when we're talking about conservation, particularly in Africa, this is an issue that is dear to us, because our wetlands mean so much to us, mean so much to our ancestors.
That's right.
So we need to take care of them the same way they used to take care of them, so that we do not destroy them.
Indeed. And of course, this conversation about wetlands is something that we should have at grassroots level from now on, so that we are relevant and we take the necessary steps as far as conservation is concerned. A lot of us did not understand what wetlands are until this year convention.
Yes.
And I'm hoping that this year conversation will be taken to the schools, to the children as well, so they grow up knowing what Amaqaphozi uyini. Yes, say it with me.
Amaqaphozi Matoro in Shona.
That's cute.
Yes, we said, talking about Amaqaphozi, talking about Matoro, these are conversations that we just used to have every day in our communities. These are the places that we go in Shona, Kunorima Rise, Kunotora Dagare, Kumbisa Hari, so talking to that person who is at home. These wetlands are very important for us, in as much as they contribute to our day-to-day living. We also need to take care of them so that they take care of us in return.
Indeed. So, there you have it. It is I and YV broadcasting live from the Victoria Falls at the Elephant Hills, and we also got a chance to walk around the city. It is so beautiful. The people are just amazing.
The people are amazing, and also to mention that Victoria Falls is a wetland city. So imagine, we're now a wetland city, and we're now the president of COP, from being SADC chairpersons to being COP presidents. That speaks a lot to us as Zimbabweans, our leadership capabilities, and us being at the forefront of international conversations.
Indeed, international conversation it is, and it has been. 172 countries sitting down here at the Victoria Falls to discuss wetlands conservation. And on top of that, we need to realize how connected this is to climate change and the ecosystem that takes care of us generally as a human race, because this is not just a Zimbabwean situation, it's a planet Earth situation. And China is here, the Netherlands are here. There are so many countries out here, just to show you how important wetlands are. And of course, So we also got to understand how deep this goes at the awards that were held this week. The awards.
The awards, yes, and that was a very inspiring night because we had one gentleman from the Guyana, I think, and he said when he was growing up, he had this strong liking for birds, and people used to think, oh my goodness, this guy's so weird. How can you be so into birds like that? And it only took this convention for some people to understand and fully grasp the importance of birds when it comes to the conversation of wetlands.
Now, I need you to walk with me. I really didn't quite grasp that bird phenomenon. Exactly, how do birds come into the picture?
Okay, fine. We're talking about wetlands here. Wetlands that are responsible for giving us water, wetlands that store carbon, wetlands that give us food. So in as much as we as humans rely on them, birds also rely on these wetlands, in as much as the wildlife also. But you know, when we have this conversation, we usually leave out the birds. I don't know why. Maybe it's because they're small or what. So this time around, they were really represented, and the conversation around conserving wetlands also saw to it that birds are also conserved.
And it was so nice to see how China played an active part in this whole convention, seeing as we are going to be now taking the presidency as a country. And not only that, we are the first African country to host this convention in 20 years.
And now let's hear from Kathleen.
Welcome to Zimbabwe, the House of Stones. Zimbabwe. A land of great people, a land of wonders. From the thundering smoke of the majestic Victoria Falls to the rolling valleys and mountains of the enchanting Eastern Highlands, the mystical water spirit of the Nyami Nyami in the Kariba, one of the world's largest dams. Welcome to Zimbabwe. Tinokugashirai siyakuyamukela at this great nation full of natural wealth, wildlife, and rich soils. Be at home in this great nation of warm, friendly, and cultured people. Welcome to Zimbabwe. Tinokugashirai siyakuyamukela.
Brian, yes,
And at the Elephant Hills, where the conversation on wetlands continues. It started on the 21st. Today is the 31st. So a whole 10 days of this very important conversation going on, a very important conversation in as far as the conservation of wetlands is concerned, a very important conversation in as far as where Zimbabwe and the rest of Africa fits in when it comes to the conservation of wetlands. And like we said earlier on, this is a very dear conversation to everyone, especially from grassroots level, because when talking about conservation, these are not conversations that we have, at high delegation level, but let's start from the villages, let's start from the small towns where people should be made to understand what we're talking about when we are talking about wetlands.
Let's take a look at what Kathleen was up to at Crocodile Farm.
Time and welcome viewers. My name is Kirtley Gwindi. I'm still in the Victoria Falls, all things to do with nature. Now I'm wearing green, and yes, today it's crocodiles, it's snakes, and it's also a chance to hang out with the lions. Now catch up with me as we get into this exciting journey. These animals might just be a little bit dangerous, but I'm going to try my best. Meet me in Zimbabwe. Meet me in Zimbabwe. I am buzzing, a little scared, but also very much feeling like I have faced the fear. I am holding a crocodile here at the Crocodile Farm in Victoria Falls. Now, these reptiles, they feel hard. My heart is in my stomach, but we'll be fine. I'm going to ask my tour guide to come back because there's so many emotions running through. My brother.
Okay, you can let go, release the neck. It's okay? It's fine.
So the name of this particular breed?
These are Nile crocodiles. This particular one is aged a year and 7 months, because we've got like two groups in there.
Okay.
Yeah, 2 age groups in there. The other ones are 7 months, and this is a year now.
Meet me in Zimbabwe. Meet me in Zimbabwe. Meet me in Zimbabwe.
This is where we've got the big crocodiles. These are our breeders, and
Yeah.
these crocodiles are aged 55 years and above.
Okay. You're telling me about, there's this swampy marsh and the age.
Yes.
But let's talk about the body structure that I'm looking at.
Yes.
How do you differentiate a male and a female crocodile?
Okay, so males have got a broader snout, like wider face, big body.
Yeah.
Yes. And more rough, like scaly.
Okay.
And then the females are a bit smooth with a pointy snout, like you can see, like a V-shaped head, and then big bodies because they keep eggs there. That's where the eggs will be, and they'll lay a total number of between 20 to 90 eggs.
20 to
So something
90.
like maybe 50 eggs inside that one.
Wow.
Yes.
Meet me in Zimbabwe. Meet me in Zimbabwe. Meet me in Zimbabwe.
So I'm about to hold a 1.5 meter to 4 meter live snake. Confirm it's live.
Very much alive.
Is it venomous?
Not at all. This is a constrictor. This is a constrictor. It kills by
What does
strangling.
constrictor mean?
Okay, so a constrictor is a snake that is non-venomous. Actually, it uses its muscles to kill its prey.
So do I have a guarantee that I will not?
Yeah, you won't be constricted. This is fine. This is very small.
Sohlangane Zimbabwe. Yebo sohlangane Zimbabwe.
This is a beautiful animal.
Sohlangane Zimbabwe.
So from the snake pits to the lion's den,
Yes.
you brought me into the home of the kings of the jungle.
Yes, my brother.
So Shadow and
Layla.
Layla.
Shad and Layla.
So these are females,
These are
I
female.
presume.
Yeah, these are females.
So do we have a male figure in this family?
No, we don't have a male. It's just these two females.
Okay.
Yes.
Any specific reason why?
We don't breed lions here. So these were adopted
Wow.
from the orphanage just to keep here and protect them. Yeah.
Wow.
Yes.
Look at that beauty.
Very beautiful. Yeah. So after eating, because we just fed them like an hour ago. So after eating, the next thing they do is they sleep. These guys, they sleep for a long time of above like 16 to 20 hours of sleeping.
Meet me in Zimbabwe. Meet me in Zimbabwe.
Now, I don't know about you guys, but I'm not putting any snakes around my neck. And crocodiles?
I'm not sure about crocodiles, but I'm also not into snakes at all.
Say, what is a baby crocodile?
Is it not just a crocodile?
Okay.
I know baby fishes fly.
Okay.
I don't know about crocodiles.
I think they're crocodiles. Let's just leave it at that. Yeah.
For now, let's cross over to our studios where Farai is on standby.
Thank you so much there, of course, to Biggie Timber and Yvonne giving us the rundown on the convention of the contracting parties to the Ramsar Convention, COP15, currently underway in the resort town of Victoria Falls. Key takeaways, of course, they're also speaking to the Victoria Falls declaration that has, of course, been adopted at the convention, and more importantly, the extension from there will now be crossing over live to Mount Hampton as we look forward to the National Budget Review.